We are reporting that the police in Mpumalanga are on the hunt for 20 suspects. Is that much better? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, I'm much better, much better.
What happened?
Yesterday in the early hours of the morning at around 12 o'clock, plus minus 20 suspects came into a particular filling station in Graskop. And they pretended to be looking for a service, and while the petrol attendants tried to assist them, unfortunately they held them at gunpoint and tied them with cable ties, and they proceeded straight to inside the filling station, where there was a safe, and detonated some explosive and accessed a cash. Then after that they left the filling station because at the nearby there is a particular place where it's popularly known for tourist attraction. Then they went to that particular place, they found a security guard, and unfortunately on that particular place there was only one security guard according to the information that we have. Then from there they also entered that particular place and planted some explosives on their safe, and took a certain amount of cash as well. Then they fled the scene. Hence, we are looking for those particular suspects. They were saying they were driving with plus minus 3 vehicles. One of them was a Toyota Hilux Paki.
This must have been a harrowing experience for those working at this filling station and that particular place, the tourist destination. Did anyone get hurt?
Fortunately enough, no one got hurt because it was in the evening. No one got hurt, especially the petrol attendants at the filling station. They did not incur any injuries, and even when they arrived at that particular tourist destination, there was only a security officer as the information that we gathered, and there were no tourists by that particular place, because on that particular place there's no accommodation for visitors, so there was no one. Fortunately enough, there's no one who has been injured, or there's no casualties within that particular process.
How much did they manage to get away with at the petrol station? Do we know?
Well, we don't have the exact amount that they took from both from the petrol station as well as that particular area of tourist attraction.
Are there cameras at the petrol station and that tourist attraction? Do you have any leads?
We are looking at that, at accessing both the footage from the filling station as well as on that particular area, and we hope that will be able to assist us, because yes, for sure, we wouldn't allow people to disturb business, especially in Mpumalanga, on that particular side of Graskop. We know that it's an area that is mostly favored by the tourists, even the international tourists. So once issues of this particular nature takes place, so obviously it would affect business, and it will affect the influx of tourists throughout into our province. So we'll definitely work around the clock to ensure that we arrest these particular perpetrators.
Is it unusual to have 20 people attacking whatever place it is, but for them to move in such a big group? Is that unusual?
We suspect, because we are still in the festive season operation kind of a setup. We suspect that they came in large numbers because they fear of the fact that there's lots of police visibility within the province. However, one would say it's unusual when a large number of people like this attack a static business business area. Most probably they would, for instance, if then they attack the cash vehicles, that's when most probably will find a large number or a group of people. But in terms of a static business area, it's very much unusual for us to see this large number of criminals attacking that particular business.
And how concerned are you about the use of explosives?
Yes, we are really concerned. Hence, in our operations and in our stop and searches, we really search vehicle thoroughly. So, but over and above that, we ensure that whenever we get the suspect, especially suspects that are mostly involved in the cash in transit days, armed robberies, and so on and so forth, we investigate as much as possible to ensure that we get the information with regard to the explosives that they normally utilize, as to where do they access them, and should we get those particular that particular kind of information, yes, we do a thorough investigation until we get to the bottom of it. It is a concern indeed that of late the explosives are something that one can have it at their disposal. And these are the explosives that are normally utilized in terms of the armed robberies, the ATM bombings, the cash in transit haste, and so on and so forth.
Thank you very much to Brigadier Selvy Mohlala. He speaks on behalf of the police in Mpumalanga for your time.